Alright guys, what is going on? Match reaction. Man City 3, Spurs 3. What a game. A Premier League classic. And breathe. My word. What a game of football. Seriously, it was unbelievable. Spurs have done it again against Manchester City. This is Manchester City's kryptonite, Tottenham Hotspur, because they always seem to get a result, or they always seem to make it very difficult for Manchester City. And I think Ange Postecoglou will be absolutely buzzing with that performance and that result today. I said it would be 4-1 to Manchester City. I look like an absolute idiot. And I said that because of the Spurs centre-backs, who I thought were brilliant today. I thought the whole Spurs defence was brilliant. Yes, they conceded 3 goals. But when you looked at that Spurs defence of, I believe it was Emerson, Davies, who else was it? I'm trying to think. Emerson, Pedro Porro, and Doggy. You thought City going to run riot, especially with Haaland, Doku, Foden playing from the start. You thought Spurs were going to struggle. But they didn't. And it was a collective performance by Spurs. Team spirit drove Spurs in that game, and it's a brilliant result for them. I really do believe that is a really cracking result for Spurs. For Man City, well, it's points dropped, isn't it? They now go 3 points behind Arsenal. They now drop into 3rd in the Premier League table. They're now behind Liverpool as well. Only 1 point behind Liverpool, but 3 points now behind Arsenal. And I don't even think Manchester City played bad. They hit the bar. Well, they hit the woodwork twice. Alvarez hitting the post, and then Doku hitting the bar. But Spurs, they just stayed in it. Spurs, they just stayed in it, and that's what you got to do against Manchester City, because you will get chances, but when you get the chances, you got to take your chances, and that's exactly what Spurs did today. They took their chances, Spurs, when it came to them. And Manchester City didn't take their chances. You had Rodri who skied on over the bar from close range. You had Haaland missed 2 sitters, in my opinion. The one that went wide of the post and the one that hit over the bar. Spurs were efficient and Man City weren't. If Man City were efficient, I think they would have won that game 5-3, 6-3. But fair play to Spurs. They dug in there and they got a really, really positive result. I think that is. Because when it went to like 3-2 to Manchester City and 2-1 to Manchester City, I thought Spurs were gonna fold. But they didn't. They stayed in there, dug in deep, and Man City, when they were 3-0, they were always gonna slowly start sitting back and trying to defend that lead. And Spurs, just pushed on, and they got that goal at the end with Kulusevski to get the draw. But what a game of football. I mean, the Premier League today has been absolutely unbelievable. You had Liverpool beating Fulham 4-3. You had Chelsea beating Brighton 3-2. It has been a mental day of Premier League football, and this game just topped it off, to be honest. But what a game. Huge result for Arsenal. 3 points now ahead of Man City. I was saying in my watch along, are Arsenal actually going to win the Premier League title this year? It could happen this year. I mean, statistically, they're the best team in the league because they're top. And they are playing really good football at the minute, Arsenal. And Man City are gettable at this season, especially. That's back-to-back draws now at the Etihad, I think, for Man City. The 1-1 to Liverpool and the 3-3 here tonight. But yeah, what a game. A Premier League classic, 100%. But let's talk about the goals and all the incidents. It was Spurs getting a 1-0 lead in the 6th minute. Man City have a corner. Doesn't result to anything. Brian Gale does brilliant. Turns Foden. plays it to Kulusevski in his own half, and it's a hopeful ball, if anything, by Kulusevski to Son. You know, you're thinking Jeremy Doku's got it, right? But he completely misreads it, Doku. Completely. Son heads it down into space, runs onto it, and Son buries it. I do think Ederson should save it. I really do. Because I think he does get quite a big hand onto it, Ederson, but it goes under him. And Spurs shock the Etihad, silence the Etihad, and go 1-0 up. But then Son scores at the other side of the pitch, an own goal by Heung-min Son. It's a free kick to Manchester City, crossed in by Alvarez, and it's just an unfortunate own goal by Son. Just hits him on the knee. Vicario can't do anything about it. It's just one of them ones where it's a bit fluky. But 1-1 instant reply by Manchester City. And in the 31st minute, Phil Foden scoring a lovely Manchester City team goal. Yeah, I mean, this is just a wonder goal by Man City. This is what we're accustomed to of Manchester City. Brilliant team goal. Doku slips in Alvarez, who makes a really good run. No one goes with Alvarez, to be honest. No one runs with him. And he has the cheek to pass it into Foden whilst he's in the box. Foden has time to take a touch and place it into the bottom left-hand corner from about 6 yards out. He wasn't going to miss that, Foden. And it was 2-1 to City at half-time. Doku hit the bar, like I said. So it could have been 3-1. Haaland missed 2 sitters. But like I said, Spurs dug in. And in the 69th minute, Lo Celso making it 2-2. Lovely finish this by Lo Celso. Out of nowhere, to be honest. City get it. I think it's either Bernardo Silva or Alvarez. Don't know which one. Tries to flick it to Haaland. Really good, brave header by Ben Davies. Finds Son. Lays it off to Lo Celso. And he whips in a left-footed shot into the bottom left-hand corner. Really good finish by Lo Celso. Again, Ederson does get fingertips onto it, but it's not enough, and it's 2-2. And there was goals in this, and Jack Grealish, I thought he won it, to be honest, for Man City in the 81st minute. Jackie Grealish coming off the bench, scoring a big goal for Grealish. He has been dropped to the bench, so that goal will give him confidence. But Man City, Spurs were trying to play out from the back, and I did say Spurs would get robbed, and they got robbed. Basuma got robbed by Rodri. Rodri slips in Haaland down the right wing. Haaland fizzes it into the box, and Jack Grealish is there for the tap-in. And it's 3-2 to Manchester City. And you're thinking, it's game over now, but no, Spurs, go again. Go again, Spurs. Kulusevski in the 90th minute with a brilliant header. Brilliant header. Son picks it up, feeds it to Johnson on the wing, and it's a really good delivery. Just like a floating ball by Johnson, there to be attacked by Kulusevski, and my word, was it attacked. Brilliant header. Underside of the bar and in. And it finished 3-3, but Man City, in what was it, like the 93rd, 4th minute, Jack Grealish was in 1-on-1, and the referee blows its whistle for the free kick. City weren't happy with that, but I think they deserve that, Man City, with all the dodgy decisions that have gone in favour of them this season. So bit of justice there. But Haaland was livid with the referee, Simon Hooper. He was fuming with him, Haaland. But now, what a game of football. 3-3, thoroughly entertaining football. What a game. Guys, let me know in the comments what you thought of the match. But yeah, please like, please subscribe, share this video around, turn on notifications. You know what to do. But guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.